What's up, you guys? Okay, so in this video, I'm pretty much just, what do? I rant, I do makeup, I jam to music, I don't know, there's a lot going on. But yeah, if you want to see and hear maybe my opinions on some things, then keep watching. I don't know how many of my opinions I'm gonna leave in the actual video just because my ranting is always all over the place, but like, oh my god, I'm trying to make it easier on myself with editing wise, you know, like I don't want to take 8 hours to edit one video, so I don't know how it's gonna turn out, honestly. I think I will incorporate some singing, a little bit of hair crimping. I don't really go into detail, I just fucking crimp it and put a serum. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the serum. And you know what, actually, it's kind of sketch that this is Tresemme because they're having this whole thing where like, apparently they fucked up like a lot of people's hair. I don't know if y'all remember what that pink wig looked like when I first got it. It doesn't look like that anymore, not just because of the color, because like it's just a rinse that I use and I use a lot of conditioner in it, so for it to look the way it looks, it must be the product, because I do use like a lot of Tresemme, but I don't know, I'll have to look more into that. But I'm talking too damn much. If you want to see how I, you know, get this look and what I do in the video, keep watching. Listen, I'm not talking about none of the shit that's happening in the US, okay? I don't care. Nazis are gonna be Nazis. The US is gonna continue to pretend that they don't see the Nazis. I'm happy you're safe. That's all I care about. I need to moisturize, so I'm gonna use these things. Whew. I'm gonna try to speak full volume in this video because like most of the time I'm filming, it's at night, so I'm like whispering because I don't want to be inconsiderate. But it's the daytime for once. Let me actually act like it. It's really about to be dark before I touch road. That's hilarious. My bed is made, sort of. I was lying in it, but I don't know, it doesn't, who cares? And honestly, I don't want to get on TikTok and share any political views or anything. I kind of want TikTok to just be like the place where I do like cute videos, because people will just follow you because you're pretty. So if I open my mouth, that's like 50% of the engagement gone. And I want to like at least trick people into coming to my channel first. So I'm not gonna share too many opinions, but I do share things from TikTok to my Facebook that like, you know, that are more political. Also on my Instagram, like the links are below if you care what I do outside of YouTube. But I really, like, for the most part, I just want it to be fun here. Like, I'll talk about shit, but like on a day like today, I don't feel like getting into what the hell is going on in the US. Like, I don't care. I deadass don't care. Maybe that's poorly worded. Like, I do empathize, but for once, this is a fight that I don't have to fight, so I'm not. I do share the post, I do put in my little 2 cents, but if you feel that I'm not covering a specific topic or like careless completely about it, it's not even that. It's sometimes things hit closer to home than others realize, and it's just like, why am I gonna put myself through stress arguing with strangers on the internet about opinions? Like, that's a waste of time. Oh my god, it's a waste of time. By the way, invest in cryptocurrency. Do yourself a favor. I'm an idiot, okay? See that $200 I was showing y'all that was in Bitcoin that finally grew? I took it out because I was a little bit short on my rent. I paid my rent, and that, like, the value of Bitcoin went up. So I missed out, but it's okay because there's other cryptocurrencies that are like very, very cheap. Put y'all on, get Coinbase. Listen, I can afford to throw away $1 and then see what happens to it in 10 years. So that's what's up. But I recommend that you do the same, because I found out, listen, the way I found out about Bitcoin was through Etika, rest in peace Etika. I found these videos on the dark web, or not on the dark web, I found these streaming videos of this dude going into the dark web, and of course, like, I followed the steps that he took and I got in there myself. And it was very interesting. It was an interesting experience, but I noticed, like, he also mentioned the currency of the dark web is Bitcoin. And I figured, like, hey, that's kind of cool. If I want to sell somebody's organs or buy some, like, I'm going to need Bitcoin. So I looked into it, and at that moment, it had just reached, like, I think it was like 14,000. And this was like 2-3 years ago. So yeah, like, I really missed, like, I didn't take the time to research it when I found out about it. And then, like, later I'm hearing, like, people are rich as fuck. And yeah, I missed that. But I'm not gonna miss it again, and neither are you. So invest in cryptocurrency. Buy low, sell high. When the shit's red, put some money in, and when it's green, take the money out or trade it with something else. It's really simple, and like, if you use Coinbase specifically, you can earn money learning how to use it. So it's like, it's a win-win. Like, oh my god, people are too busy panicking and like doing all kinds of crazy shit. Like, just take a chance. Just take a chance, put $1 in. Like, the amount of people I've given that advice to, and they're like, I don't have money to fucking waste on stocks. You know how long it takes? I need to pay rent. Like, okay, if you don't care about your future, you don't care about your future. Stop fucking stressing me out. Like, I don't have time for poor mindsets. Like, or broke, that's something. But if you are poor, I don't have the time for you. I'm so sorry. It's a mindset thing. Use your brain, like, figure it out, problem solve, like, prioritize yourself, fuck opinions, and get out of your mess. Like, it's funny how many excuses people will make and then like complain. That same bitch that I had beef with on TikTok before, That was like the whole issue. Like, she was a server, wasn't getting paid enough. Like, you gotta be charming, one. You gotta be charming, you gotta be cute. Like, it's a whole thing if you're gonna get tips without trying. But like, you know, people are getting under tipped, obviously. You can sense the desperation when somebody needs the tip. So it's like, that's not my problem, you know? So you don't want that pressure on you. So naturally you feel uncomfortable, and it affects the way you tip. It affects your emotions. But regardless, I just did some side hustles. Like, here's other ways to make money. Conversation basically turned into not you coming for a black woman who's working hard trying to bitch, like, if you want to complain about being poor, just do that. My bad for trying to help. Like, oh, sue me. So yeah, like, I don't have time for this nonsense. And a lot of people like to be like, oh, why are you so rude? You have to be polite. You should be polite to everyone. No, politeness is energy. Like, energy I could be using to make myself rich. Like, I don't, like, if nothing else, please take away from my videos the 3 Fs. Feeding, fucking, or financing. If they're not doing either of those things for you or to you, like, why, you can suck your mother. Like, I don't care how you feel. See how I get into talking and then I forget I'm doing my makeup? I'm gonna come back when I'm like either done or closer to being done or have something more intelligent to talk about. I'm gonna insert her TikTok, but I just want to address what she says, so I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
I woke up so angry today and I'm about to make it your problem. Controversial opinion coming up. I think it's extremely detrimental to the growth of black people in society to go to predominantly white schools and to live in predominantly white neighborhoods. For 8 years, I sat in classrooms as people made fun of where my parents came from and my skin tone. One day, I got so fed up with it that I turned around and called some bitch fat who would make fun of my skin tone every single day for 6 months. Do you wanna know what happened? No one talked to me for 2 weeks. So teachers allowed students to make fun of me for my skin tone, something I cannot change. But I call you out on not stepping on a treadmill for 20 minutes every morning, and now it's shun me. There's just always 2 types of white people in predominantly white schools. The one white activist who thinks she knows more about racism than you, a colored person. And then the ignorant people who just listen to their parents and their boyfriends. Like, I'm so sorry, every black person ever. I'm so sorry.
Apology accepted, sis, but it's not even you that needs to apologize. Of course, I've got experiences like through all walks of life. Being a black girl in the shelter system, being a black girl in the film industry, being a black girl in the modeling industry, and then being a black girl in the school system, you know? So that's what we're gonna cover right now. And let me tell you, the self-hate was real. It was real. And like, it starts at home, obviously, like the black parent thing. They groom you essentially to just fit in. But I don't know, like, I guess I'm an overachiever with everything. Cause like, I remember this one thing I used to say. Of course, they come up to me in the fucking summer and be like, oh, I'm almost as black as you. And I'd be like, okay, well, I don't know how I said it. But basically, it was just like, I don't need a tan any more than I need a baby at this age. Just perpetuating fucking, like, you know, the stereotypes. I didn't really realize how much I was damaging my self-esteem and shit. But, you know, going along with their stupid little microaggressive jokes. Did they call me outrageously racist names? Like, I was mean. Like, I wasn't necessarily the type to run up and fight, but I was mean, right? So they would rather, like, talk amongst themselves and kind of, like, be off in a distance. The only people that really openly were racist was, like, this kid named Adrian. And he had a fucking dumbass friend named Ben. We tried to, like, try a thing one time, but I don't know, I got high and I fell asleep and he went home and his sister's a hoe. She's the bitch, the Hannah, that fucked my ex. Long story. But basically, like, I never had a good time at the fucking white schools because I never fit in. And also, I speak like this, so people would always be like, why do you talk white? Why don't you just talk like yourself? Why do you talk white? Surprise, I'm Canadian, I was born in Canada, I don't know what the fuck to tell you idiots, but this is how I speak. Also, like, what else? This fucking kid, Zach, I'll never forget, we're in Mr. Patterson's class, media studies class, and I don't know, it came up, we brought up fucking plantain, and he was just like, no, it's plantain, it's pronounced plantain, and I'm like, at this point, I didn't have it in me to be like, shut the fuck up, you dumbass. You know, I would just be like, oh, like, I'm pretty sure, you know, but ugh. If there's anybody I wanted to see fall off a bridge that day, I might get in shit later for saying everybody's like real name, but like, I don't give a shit. Like, I don't sue me for telling stories from my past. I don't know, like, there was no black friends to chill with, and like the black friends that were around were whitewashed more than words could comprehend. No offense if you're watching. It's just we're like different. Like, we could never hang out because it's just like, I just don't see the world the way that you do. So there's that. What else? I was praised obviously for athletic abilities, but I couldn't do many fucking extracurriculars because my mom was super overprotective. But, you know, rightfully so, because the way these people did hazing, like, oh my god, mostly to the guys, but it was just, there was a lot going on now that I think about it. It really does make sense why my mom was so strict, because I can see what she was protecting me from now, but at the time I'm just like, bruh, I want a social life. But these fucking weirdos, oh my god. This one kid, Mitch, that was a fun day. Okay, so we got kicked out, Justin and I, my first boyfriend. We were staying with his mom until we turned 18, and then we got, you know, kicked out or whatever. And in the midst of like the rough patch when she was trying to kick us out, we would stay at people's house, and this one kid, Mitch, fucking flamboyant piece of, he would get on my nerves. And one of his fucking little friends from back in the day, he's trying to hit me up now. I don't know, like, I don't know why these people are just popping up out of the woodwork, like, oh, how have you been? Like, leave me the fuck alone. Fuck. So yeah, I won't say his name because like he didn't really do anything to me, but he was, you know, it depends though. If the right memory pops up, I might drop names. But long story short, like Justin and I, we stayed at this kid's house. His parents went away or something for the weekend. We were hungry, but this kid was so good with his little, not even good, he was just racist. He was racist. They joke about it, they make the microaggressions. His mom would turn up her fucking nose anytime I come around. They knew I was poor because like my boyfriend, he was the poor person, and you know, he was kind of well off, but he was the poor one, so I was just like bottom of the barrel. So you know, they treated me a certain way, so I'm so happy I did this because at the time, like, I felt so bad because it ruined their friendship. But listen, we stole money, American dollars, exchanged that shit and bought chicken wings, okay? Like, and I'm not sorry, but I'd do it again. I would do it again. This racist piece of shit, he deserves so much worse, honestly. Let me not get too into it because like I know where his house is and I like to break shit, so mature Sylverine. But like, it is what it is. Like, the experience was absolute garbage to the point where like obviously I didn't know my self-worth, so I'm following around this stupid white boy who doesn't know shit. This man called me the N-word when we were fighting, not regularly, but it got bad. Like, it got bad to the point that's why I started putting hands on him. I mean, I can't even lie because I was already like hella violent. Like, one time I fucking outed a cigarette in his belly button. Pretty much like a lot of things that my mom did, she didn't do that specifically, but a lot of things that my mom did to me, I did to him. And you know, he'd provoke it, so it was like whatever, I didn't feel bad. So basically, I forget why I brought him up though. Like, why did I bring up, I don't know, like I fucked up a lot of relationships because I just had a terrible experience. The lack of self-love was real. It was so fucking real. When did I start like appreciating myself? I feel like when we ended up at the Covey, that's when I'm just like, okay, like I have to reel it in. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of those. I'm not. Let me bring up Jedi real fast. The same bitch that commented like, oh, can you list the songs? Like, the whole thing was like she wanted to prove to everybody that like, oh, Sylverine thinks she's all that. This bougie stuck up. Why she thinks she's stush? Why is she so stush? One time we're in the fucking cafeteria. This girl asked me to pass her butter. I'm like, okay, sure. I toss it. She lets it fall on the floor, slide off the table and fall off the floor. And then that was the beef. I shit you not. She's like, this girl has no respect. And first of all, who the fuck are you and your big self, your big body, dumbass, ugly bitch self to be telling me how to treat you? You're not. Like, she was a big body bitch, right? And then her best friend was also a big body built bitch too. So like I couldn't fight them physically, and like my boyfriend, he was also, or my ex, he was also very skinny. So it was an interesting thing because that's when I'm like, I'm really special because I had to ask for sanctuary, where basically like you can't go outside unless there's a staff with you. You have to stay on the premises. They serve your meals in a separate room or whatever. So I was getting VIP treatment, and I acknowledged that. I'm like, okay, say word. Like, I did nothing to this girl and she's hating on me and I'm getting VIP treatment. So that's when it kind of builded. At the time I had a friend named Henry and you know, like obviously we went south, but like the amount of random issues that I had for no reason, and all I was just trying to do was like learn the value of self. So like basically I feel like being put in that situation, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but I feel like being in that situation taught me like everything that I learned in high school was irrelevant because people are like so bothered by my presence. Not even bothered, because you know that could go south too. Like you think that like I make people uncomfortable, I blow self-esteem, but I've always known I'm pretty. Like I have eyes, you know, I'm not an idiot, I have perfect teeth, you know. So like it didn't affect my self-esteem so much, but I was like upset. I was like, why are people just hating on me? But then as the years went on, more beef started happening, and for the reasons that started unraveling, I'm like, okay, like I'm really that bitch. And I just started to become more and more unapologetic about it. So yeah, haters will make you famous, I guess, is the point. But no, it really comes down to like, I don't know how to explain it. There's a lot of slighting. There was a lot of like microaggressions. There were so many microaggressions that like I can't, like I'm not about to take that from anybody. Like anybody. Like you ask me to touch my hair or you reach to touch my hair, I'm gonna hit you. Like it's not one of those where it's like I'm gonna give you a pass because you don't know better. Like you had time. You had your how old? Like no. I can't get behind all this nonsense. People are getting too bold. I'm not the one. I will humble you. My mom always said I can't walk and chew gum at the same time, and I'd be so upset about it, but here I am, not fucking chewing the gum. BRB. Also, I don't know what's going on, like in terms of just fucking people. I feel like, okay, if you watch my videos, just say that. Like just say that you saw yourself in a video and you want to ask me about it. Like I'm not gonna chill with like these people that I was in a shelter with too. Like why are you asking me to hang out? We're not in the same, shit is not the same. I had time to fucking be a bum all day. Like, I don't, like, chill to do what? To do what? Give you free fucking financial advice? Like, no. You want to hear me talk? You come to a place where it fucking profits me. It's very interesting how people can like treat you like shit, and it's like, okay, well, you know, she was about her business. She really isn't a hoe. Let me try to fucking, what, bury the hatchet? Like, I will use that shit to chop you up. I'm not the one. I'm sick of talking. I really want to listen to music. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. None of that shit. That's what I need, a shooter. I can't legally have a weapon, so that would be useful. Song's not about me, apparently. Baby, 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 baby. Fuck you, pay me. I really want to use this whole song, maybe in a nail video, so if you hear it again, don't judge me. Never need a nigga, never ever need a nigga for nothing. Shorty ain't never need a nigga, never ever need a nigga for nothing. I'm definitely gonna sing more. Next week for sure, like more singing videos, like tons. Just been doing a lot, okay? Shit. I'm starting to warm up to the idea of not having children, believe it or not. The world we live in. Like, I cannot be in fucking defense mode all the time. It's, no, I'll go insane. Also, no one is worthy. Oh, look at that, disrespectful man. I hate when guys pretend that they're fake woke. Like, nigga. Fake woke misogynist. Per. The telekinesis, I'm living for this video already. I like when they style those like a black girl. She's a black girl, I know, but you know. Let's blow this fucking channel up. I'm trying to get a G-Wagon. Let me speak it into existence. This is clever. And the special effect. Damn, they got budget. Goodness.
This is a Gucci. My girl is superstar, all from a home movie. Bound my rival, the un-American idols. This might have been written. You know white people get money, don't spend it. Or maybe they get money by business. I'd rather buy 80 gold chains and grow ignorant. I know Spike Lee gon' kill me, but let me finish. One really drunk, he just had fruit brews. Pass the refreshments, a cool beverage. Everything I do need a news cruise present. See, go swerve on me, watch out for the waves. I'm way too black to burn from some rays, so I just meditated the home in Pompeii. I thought I could build a new Rome in one day. Hold up, bitches to me down. Put me hella long, bitch, give it to me now. Get like me, never met a motherfucker fresh like me. All these motherfuckers wanna dress like me. Put the chrome to your dome, make you sweat like me. Cause I'm a nigga. All that shit you talking about is not up for discussion. I don't pay to make it bigger, I don't pay for no reduction. My pep talk turned into a pep rally. Said she from the hood, but she live inside the valley now. Vacant in Atlanta, then she going back to Cali. Kill them all, dead bodies in the hallway. Don't get involved, listen what the crystal ball say. Holly, Berry, hallelujah, holla back, hallelujah, beast. Okay, I'm not gonna use any hairspray or anything because I deadass like don't care if they drop. I just want a wave. Smack a bitch today. Thank God I have to smack a bitch today. Who else has this energy? Cupcake.
I said what the fuck I said and I don't give a fuck about who like it. Fuck around, call this whole joke, cause every time I see her, she biting. Then I'ma bitch for me 3 kids and I'ma make you hold the umbrella. So you should fucking.
She did not hold back. I fuck with that. Y'all, can we talk about a weird ass bitch for a second? Okay, take this in. Okay, so back when I was at the Shelly, obviously I had a fucking roommate. She's a fucking cockroach. That's not really relevant. But she had a friend because we had a falling out and obviously like nobody's trying to go one-on-one. So there was a party just before the quarantine and she had this girl, Hadia, fucking meet her there in case I decided to pop off. Like I'm the one starting beef. Like I'll finish it, but I'm trying to look cute, stupid. But anyway, so she had this girl there and like at the party, obviously, I was having a good time. Everything went fine. And with her drunk self, she waddles over to me to apologize because, her self-esteem just can't handle being in the same room with me while we have beef. So she apologized and, we made amends, and then her stupid friend decided to come out and converse with me on some, oh, it's so nice to see that you're the bigger person, whatever. Oh, I knew I missed a spot. And then, it comes out that like, oh yeah, the whole reason she was even there and invited was to jump me just in case. And I'm I'm like, okay, I could take you and fucking, you know, end you. But that's not the point. The point is, this bitch is two-faced, and as soon as she falls out with the Cockroach, which, by the way, the Cockroach was in a relationship getting her ass beat by the one that is in prison for killing the woman. But anyway, I'm a mean bitch. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you're new here. But basically, so yeah, the fucking Cockroach and her, they fall out. And so this one, clout-hungry weirdo, decides to befriend me. And, you know, kiss my ass like, oh my god, I love what you're doing. I want to promote you. I want to promote you on some, like, fake shit. And then I don't know what happened, really. But, like, we had a fucking FaceTime call. Not FaceTime. It was on, like, fucking, I don't know, Instagram Messenger or some shit. We did a video call, and then we arranged to, like, hang out. And then, I don't know, like, she's on the live one time, I say hi, and I log off, I come off the live. And then I go to our page, like, another day just to see, okay, like, didn't we have plans? Did you want to hang out so bad? This girl blocked me. Someone tell me what I did. Can y'all tell me what I did? I don't know what I did. I thought that maybe I said something that she took like the wrong way in my video, but even still, when we were talking and pretending to be friends, I showed her the video I wanted to post, so it was already made. So anything that she got offended by, she just chose to get offended by. I'm not really sure what's going on. Hadia, what's your problem? Message me. Message me. Y'all are such fans. Tell me what's wrong. You could use your big girl words. It's so strange. Like, y'all will watch my shit, but not address anything? Anything in person? Is it because I said run the Addy? Now she's afraid to like have me at her house. She'd just be a real person. You wouldn't run into conflicts. It's not like we had beef. It was just weird that she wanted to be my friend, considering she literally showed up somewhere just to jump me. You see the lengths people go to be in my presence? You see, the shit can't not go to my head. Okay. I don't know if I want to do anything particular. Like, I think the front of my hair is fine. Here's the hairstyle. I'm not wearing any like nice pants. Like, I'm gonna change my pants just now, but this is pretty much the end of the video, so I'm just gonna film my intro outro for this video and actually another video, because I did a DIY. This is Velcro. I did glue it at first, but I'm like, that's not gonna stay. So I did film the process of me like doing this. So if you want to see that, you know, stay tuned, or maybe it's already posted. If it's already posted, I'll link it, you know, at the end of this. But yeah, like that's pretty much me getting ready for today. That's kind of it. Okay, that was officially the video. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to, you know, get notified every time I post. Follow me on TikTok or Instagram if you want to see how I feel about things happening in the real world, current events. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. It was nice seeing you guys. Is there anything I want to add? I feel like I always forget something. I don't know, I'll just put it in the vlog, if anything. Alright, well, that was the video, and I will see you guys next time. Adios.